Hey, what's up, my little TisaTellss? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Kanye West, baby, you are on your way to a come up. You're returning to your roots. Now, listen, we don't know after Kanye did a Phoenix crash and burn if he's going to be able to rebuild. But there is something noticeably calmer, smoother, more loving, more forgiving. I don't know. It looks like Bianca is having her way. You know what they say? When people are happy, nothing else matters. However, for Kim Kardashian, not so much. Kim has been going on a world tour trying to convince everybody that she is happy, bappy, go bappy. One of the reasons you see her overseas so much is because, A, people are saying, one, are you looking for a man? But two, she doesn't want to be in America for any bad press. Now, what could Kim get bad press on? For one, she's being exposed or stealing somebody's fortune again. I just want to say this. People can say people are hating on Kim all they want. Is there any time any of the Kardashians are not involved in a lawsuit for stealing something from someone? Stealing an idea, stealing products, stealing image. And I don't mean people just talking trash over the internet. I mean people actually really suing them. Now, you could say it's just the hate directing everybody, but who really honestly gets that much hate? I ask of you. I ask of thee. Anyway, y'all, let's get into this. First of all, let's talk about how Kanye has been returning to his roots. If you guys don't know, Kanye has been back in Chicago. He is hanging out with his old friends. A lot of people doubted that he was getting his kids. However, I do want to say if Kanye wasn't getting his kids, every Kardashian in the world would have been up in arms, would have been screaming, would have been calling for his beheading in Center Square. Let's be real. Do you really think any Kardashian would pass up the chance to paint Kim as Mother Teresa? And he's not getting his kids, he's getting all of his kids. But what does this also let us know? Bianca has been accepted and embraced by the kids. Now, let's be real, right? Do kids really accept and embrace anyone, especially when there is a new parent involved? Probably not. The kids are probably hoping more than anyone, more than Kim, right? That Kanye and Kim get back together. You know, and their mommy and daddy can be happy. Of course, I get that. But the kids are 100% comforted, and they seem to be 100% happy around Bianca. As we know, Bianca provides a very soothing energy. Bianca is someone that has calmed Kanye, focused Kanye, and helped him get a home base. What's more, the kids know Bianca. They've known her for the last 3 years. Kim and them tried to act like Kanye married some random fan on the street. And this is a very educated architect who has been working with Kanye for the last 3 years. And that's where we can at least verify they've known each other for that long. They might have known each other even for longer. She was up and down the Yeezy offices. And everybody knows the girl. Everybody knows her. Why is this important? Baby, Kanye's going back to his roots. Let's not think about it. Regardless if you think Kanye is wrong or right, regardless if you agree with what he's done or not, said or not, y'all know there's a lot of things he's done or said that I just don't agree with. The one thing we can agree is whenever he gets into his roots, whenever he starts hitting up that south side of Chicago, baby, he's not doing it for play and he's not doing it by accident. Whenever he gets back to his roots and starts hitting up the south side of Chicago, that's when you know. That's when you know that he is about to conquer all. That is what inspires him. That is what feeds him. That is what nourishes him. Again, he's going back to his roots. Now, I do want to say this, right? And you can't blame Kim for everything. You really can't. Kanye's a grown man. If he wanted to separate from people with Chicago, if he wanted to separate from his family, if he wanted to separate with his roots, I mean, honestly, that Kim didn't have anything to do with that. That was all Kanye. But the fact that he's going back to what feeds him, what nourishes him, the fact that he's bringing his kids with him, the fact that as much trash as we talk about Kanye, pretty much from what we can see, the only contact those kids have with the other side of their family is when their daddy is around. Now, and again, I can't trash Kim too much about that because that's what happens in most divorce situations. But let it be known, for the record, that the majority of I'm not going to say it, but the majority of children that look like their dad come around whenever the Kardashians are. This also means that Bianca has met Kanye's family. She's met the old friends, and she is largely accepted. Everybody that knows Bianca says the same thing. The girl is full of love. She is a very sweet, smart, genuine, caring person. A lot of people keep saying, oh, it's a fake marriage. Where's the proof it's a fake marriage? People can't find a marriage certificate. We already know there's something called a confidential marriage license in the state of California, where only the two people that got married and the court system have access to that marriage license. The public does not. Kim said that Bianca couldn't be around the kids unless Kanye was married. She tried to get her lawyers and court involved. That didn't work. Now all the kids are chilling around Bianca hard. And Kim's had to backtrack saying, oh, well, I just want to make it work. Yeah, sure you do, Jan. Sure you do. But back to Kim. Kim is on a worldwide wrecking ball, which is actually kind of sad because everywhere she goes, I don't know how it's playing out in overseas media, but everywhere she goes, she is getting dragged by the U.S. media. They are having fun letting people know she's the great curse of the Gatsby 8 on every football team, every major league team. Again, do I think Kim is looking for a high-profile relationship so she can come out and stunt on Kanye and Pete? Speaking of Pete cast his girlfriend as the lead role in his film Butt Kiss. But also speaking of Pete, it's amazing how every single thing Kanye did, people had a magnifying glass on him. Okay? And they should have, because, like said, Kanye, he likes to be vocal. He wants the attention, so let's give it to him, right? But are we going to talk about the way Pete really was driving home on a residential street in LA? If y'all live on the West Coast, y'all know what I'm talking about. There was nothing in the road. There was no one in the road. There were no obstructions on the road, and there were no potholes or anything else. That he somehow veered off and crashed into someone's house and crashed into the family room where a 16-year-old girl was watching TV. Thank God nobody was injured. Is anybody going to talk about the way not only did the police choose not to press charges, and he was allowed to leave because I guess he told the homeowners he would pay for it privately and whatnot, but the media just let that go. On a regular Tuesday night leaving the Kids' Choice Awards, you crash into a side of the house and almost seriously injure one of the people inside the house who is 16-year-old. And that's just it. No media coverage. Nobody said anything. It went off behind a beep. Now, listen, I'm not saying there's an agenda to take Kanye down. I'm just saying that Pete's privilege is 100% showing. Because if there's something that we should have got more information about or more whatever, it would have been that. TMZ even dropped it. The Kardashians didn't say anything about it. Meanwhile, Ye walks up to a paparazzi who is harassing him, throws the phone. Okay, he shouldn't have touched the phone. That was his own doveness. Throws the phone, right? Throws the phone. And all of a sudden, like stormtroopers come walking in to North's basketball game, embarrassing him, Bianca, everybody. And we find out that it gets dismissed. And that's all over the front headlines. But Pete Davidson literally almost really seriously hurts, injures, or does worse to someone. And we don't hear anything about it. Anyway, y'all, let's get back to Kim. Anyway, as you know, Kim is all around the world doing her been around the world and I can't find my baby. Again, it is smart that she's leading first with the fact that she is a mother first. So anybody getting involved with her isn't going to think she's going to be like a 26-year-old with no kids jumping on flights, looking glazed eyes on jumbo jets whenever you see it. Okay? So that's a good thing. But also, let's be real. The Kardashians are clout chasers. They look for relevance. Right now, for the next generation, so Kim Kardashian does not age out too much and stays in the ethos of the nation. She needs to be with her, she needs to be with her kids. She needs to be with her family. She needs to be with other people to get her hype. Because right now, right, for as many naked photo shoot she does, for as many this or that, Kim is in her flop era. And that's not to say she's going to stay in her flop era, but she is in her flop era right now. And as much as she is leading first with being a mother for anybody that dates her, so she doesn't have another Pete Davidson incident, let's also not forget, right, that she is literally using those kids, in my opinion, to hold on to her relevance and do what it does. Y'all, listen, this is an absolutely unmitigated mess. It is great that Kanye seems to be returning to the old Kanye that we knew before he dated Kim. Now, that said, the old Kanye always seems to pop up and turn into the new Kanye, to which everybody is like, boo! Because the new Kanye, it's too vile. It's too hateful for me. But honestly, has Kanye left his villain era? And is he stepping into who he promised his fans he would be? I don't know, y'all. We'll stay tuned. But for all intents and purposes, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like there is change coming. This change seems to benefit Kanye, and it doesn't bode well for Kim. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to you later. Bye.